All right. Hello, everyone. I'm just making a quick post to let people know I'm going live. Uh, Going live now. All right. That one's good. Come on. Let's add in the YouTube link. So, first off, thank you everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Basically, what I wanted to do today, I don't have any like real special announcements or anything crazy. Um, Basically, I just had a really long, crazy day at work, and I just wanted to have a relaxing night in drawing, and I thought it'd be fun to bring you guys along. Now, I don't know if you could hear my fan. I hope not. If you can, please let me know. But the stream's beginning. So here's let me talk to you a little bit about what's going on that I can talk about. It's like I said, my day job was kind of busy, a little hectic today, and I didn't get a chance to really do any sketching for myself, which I tend to do before I go to work and even later on in the day. I just had a very busy schedule. But during the day, and I work from home, on my downtime, I went through one of my favorite books I look at for inspiration here. So Alan Lee's The Lord of the Rings sketchbook. I don't know if anyone's ever had a chance to really look in here or have ever seen this book, but it is gorgeous. Beautiful pencil art. Um, you know, some of this stuff, like I love drawing in pencil. I really do. I prefer it over like inking and coloring and whatever. Pencil's my favorite medium to work in, whether it's uh, colored pencil, regular pencil lead. My go-to pencil to draw with is a B lead. I like softer leads. I tend to go to a 2B sometimes, just for sketching. Um, but flipping through this, I don't have the skill and the idea of. I mean, not that I can't draw these things, but the way he's doing it, this is not something I can do. And I love it. And I'll sit and look at this book for inspiration nonstop. This is probably, I know it looks like I haven't opened the book too much, but I do try to keep my books as nice as possible. Um, so look at this. Just, my God. I don't like to, I hate the rendering part, but it's fun. And I don't know, I just think this is awesome. I mean, I'm just going to put it down. I may not even draw a fantasy piece today, but let me just put this down here for now. But there was something else that I found in my studio today that made me think about when I was teaching. And I don't want to say, I found it recently. I actually bought this in June. I just put it away and forgot about it. But I bought a bunch of trading cards at a convention. I think it was at the Undiscovered Realm Con in White Plains, New York. And I got some Rocketeer ones. And I was going through them. And this card here, which I'll hold up to the camera in a moment a little better. And this card, as well as this card, these three, really stood out to me. And it stood out to me because of stuff that I used to do when I was learning how to draw. Now, when I was learning how to draw, the way I started was recording cartoons on videotape, playing them back, pausing a frame, and copying what I saw on the screen. So I got very used to copying. And when I wanted to learn how to make comics, I used to collect a lot of these trading cards. Sorry, camera's a little higher. I used to collect a lot of these trading cards for different movies. You know, I had Star Wars growing up, all, you know, just you name it, Superman, whatever. Um, but I found these, like I said, at a convention. And what I used to do, and these days I do it with screenshots or copying something from, uh, you know, like, um, you know, whether it's a movie or whatever. So I'll be watching a movie, I'll screenshot it, and I'll be like, oh, that's a great scene. It might be something I want to use. So looking at these three specifically, and I'm going to pick this one to use as my reference. Um, I used to, and I know a lot of artists will use reference all the time, but what I'm saying with this is I used to use these pictures, you know, these cards with the images to help me learn my composition, because these cards were put out with pretty deep, you know, with good composition. There were scenes from the movies. Um, so like this one here specifically, when I first saw this one, I'll bring it closer to the screen. I thought Captain America. I mean, you know, classic old school Cap, rode a motorcycle, military one, and I can look up a reference for it. But it just reminded me of Captain America back in the old days, you know? So maybe I'll even do that and do a little Captain America drawing. I don't know yet, but this right here was a nice little crowd scene that had something going on in there. Like, you know, if you have to break up a fight or whatever, you know, you see the people in there. And obviously now you could do this much larger on your computer, your iPad. I'm trying to get a good angle, is a little bit glossy here. And then this one is just a nice shot of someone doing something. Now, in comics, you know, especially if you read the How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way, this is a boring scene. But if you understand how to rotate and how to add some dynamicism to the drawing, this would be a great reference for me to start with. So yeah, I don't know if I want to use them as a reference piece. I do like this. I really do love this one here. So maybe I will. But this is how I was learning composition as a kid. I would draw something from whether I had it on TV, from a trading card set, or whatever, and put my own characters into those poses. So that might be something. If you have a trading card set, you want to scan them in, you want to go rewatch the movies and screenshot some of your favorite scenes, I think that's a great way to learn composition. I used to tell my students that. But yeah, it was just because I found it reminded me of it today. Let me grab a sheet of paper. I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to try out again that deleter paper. Again, I like how thin the paper is, and but also how, you know, how it takes ink. I'll adjust the camera in a moment. Let's get the. Oh, maybe I'll even. I think we need the other light on in here. Let's see how that works. And let's turn it towards the paper. That might be a little better. So, what if I bring. Always got to be careful. My shelf isn't fully attached. So, let me see. What do I got here? And by the way, if you hear my fans or anything, just let me know. I'm happy to adjust that there. Let me get my pencil. As I mentioned, I'm going to be drawing in a B lead. I always enjoy my mechanical pencils. And let me just get some erasers and my sip of water. So let's So today, I got my erasers out. This is my little travel cup at home. I keep just a bunch of supplies in here, and then when I have to go out, they go into a pencil case. But yeah, these are just some go-to supplies. So going from room to room, I keep my favorite supplies in there. Also, I wanted to show you guys this pencil lead, which is what's in my pencil. I was using another. I was using which one? The Pentel, I believe it was. Uh, I think it's. I don't. Hold on. I got it right behind me here. Um, so I was using here. Oh, Pilot. Sorry, Pilot Neox graphite, and this was really good lead. I really enjoyed it, but I couldn't find my just regular B lead in there, so I had to find something else. After some research, they say this is the best mechanical lead you can buy, and I'm not going to disagree with them. I like this. It's Pentel. I'm looking for the light so you can see it. A line or AN, AIN. Um, Fantastic lead. Don't buy the blue though. I tried the blue lead and it breaks constantly. So anyway, let's get to drawing. Um, I think I liked the idea, maybe something fantasy, but I also like the idea of that guy on the motorcycle. Let's see. I didn't really have an image officially planned tonight. Um, I just wanted to come on and draw, and people are already messaging me via Facebook. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, never mind. Okay. Let's do, maybe I'll go cartoony tonight. All right. We're just going to screw around and see what happens. I don't think I'm going cartoony. So, how's everyone doing tonight? Let's, how do I want his leg? So, this leg looks like it might be coming back. Let's bring that one up front here. This leg. Let's allow let's bring, oh no. Some kind of sword up here, and this one, let's for now. Let's bring it. So this will be more like that. Like a sword for now. Maybe he'll have a different weapon. I already kind of see a character in here. So Let me just come on in a little closer to the paper here. All right, let's see. Just making sure this is the character I want to draw before I start playing around with it. So, all right. I'm going to have to look up his costume, but I think we're going to do Lino from the Thundercats. So that'll be his Sword of Omens he's holding. This he'll have the cat's claw on him over here. Let me get my phone, look up Lino from the Thundercats. Lino Thundercats. Okay, I'm just going to keep this off to the side here. And let's really kind of build him up a bit more. I gotta say, I was never a big fan of his costume here. Let's just go a little higher and do it that way. Actually, I think maybe I'm going to raise the pecs up just a little bit. And then we can bring in his rib cage a little more. And you know, it's weird. Even though I'm drawing Lino, I got the Silverhawks theme in my head right now. I can't see what I'm doing right now. But I'm gonna have to look up the cat's claw. This picture doesn't have it on it. And let me get another sheet of paper, just something to use as a, something to block the paper with. Do I have anything here? I don't want to waste a good joke. I'll take one of these. All right. All right, that's much better here. And he's got kind of a white on his arm there, which I'll have to do with shadows. And let's look up the cat's claw here. Maybe he has it on in one of his. Yeah, it's only three, I believe, right? Three fingers, and then it's got the jewels. Let's maybe open his hand there with it. He would have the jewels right at the top here, but it would have claws. Right, that's how his hand. Yeah, that's how his hand would be. Might have to fix that, but I would love some. Okay, let's get. I think that's looking pretty good there. I'm just wondering if I want the Sword of Omens, as I haven't drawn his hand yet. Like, do I want him holding it back, or do I want him like maybe having it pointing down here? Let me just play around. Anyway, let's get his face in here now. Comes down, and his eyebrows actually are up, almost like they look like eyelashes. But yeah, that's not good. Where's my eraser? Whoa! Struck my phone. I'll do the eyebrows after. But let's kind of get some anger in his. Okay. Maybe that's too big of a nose for his face. Uh, right around there, that might be better. This is the eye that's really bothering me here. Coming up his eyebrows over here. Trying to put wrinkles. And it just kind of sweeps up a little bit. He's got kind of like mutton chops going on here. And then he's got his mane here. Let's smooth his hair. Let's put his hair out like that. So, okay. I think I'm just going to make it easy on me and hold his. Ooh, when I'm looking at that on the screen, what you guys are seeing, I think I really messed up his hair. I think I made it too long. Let's kind of bring it in over here. I think that's better. Some of this will get fixed in inking. Let's look up the Sword of Omens now. I have an idea of how it goes, but Sword of Omens, Thundercats. Okay. That gives me a good look at the hilt and everything. A little longer, and let's bring out the sword. Had a handle there that went up at the and then it came. Let me go closer. This is the one. This came down like so. And then off of here, you have, looks like this. And then this tilts out into there. Okay. I'm gonna have to look for my template on here, but then there's another base that comes out with a triangle. Looks like it has a little spade or something right here. It's a slightly different design, but I'm okay with not doing it 100% perfect. And then here, they have these little rings, and there's a little circle in each. And the handle, just he looks a little thin to me, you know? I might add a little bit of, let's add a little more muscle to him, right? That, this is here. Let's make that a little bigger. I know this looks like a giant mess right now, but I'm going to start cleaning them up. I also think his head, and I don't know if it's the angle I'm drawing at. I feel like I got to redo his head. Let's get a better eraser. And you know what? I'm going to change this arm while I'm at it. Where's my... Oops. Okay, man. Oops, got some on my computer. Let me get a sip of water. There's my pencil. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? I'm just going to widen in just a little bit. Okay, so let's bring out this is the same pencil, yeah. And let's what do I want to do with him? How would something like that look? And then and then I would have put the claw. No, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to change completely the angle of that there. All right, let's think about the arm. Let's get his head in there. Let's think about that. So his head's here. Let's bring it down a little bit more. And I'm going to tilt it. But his body's going that. Let's tilt his head this way. Maybe. Let's see, how does that look? I want him to have a longer neck. Yeah, I feel like something like that might work better. Let's show more hair, you know. Let's make him look like he's snowing. I think I'm liking that head much better. Let's just kind of erase this here because his arm's dropping down. He needs. fix that. That's not going to be the direction it's coming from anymore. We're going to build up on his legs here. Let's push out that muscle a little bit more. Okay. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Sorry. So I'm just kind of adding a little bit more to his legs, you know? I've been thinking a lot actually about Thundercats lately, although I sing, like I said, I sing the other, sing Silverhawks a lot more for some reason. But I watched a video on YouTube, I think it was recently, of a, was it a school or an actual orchestra that played, you know, the theme to the Thundercats. And I was like, that was pretty cool. So let's bring this connector in like this, and then this would be going so. And then I just need to figure out what I want to do to that arm. So let's get his hair here. And I hope when I ink this, he'll look a lot better than he does right now, because at the moment, I feel like I really shouldn't have changed the head. You know, also, I think what's throwing me off on the way this looks a bit is because I'm, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not at the proper angle for me. Usually I hold the board up a little higher, but I can't, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, the camera can't see it well or I can't adjust it. Let's give it a try, because it's a better viewing for my eyes. So let me just see if I could adjust this. And if it works well, awesome. If it doesn't, oh well. Uh-oh. Where is, not here, this one. That's the one I like right there. Come on. There we go. All right. Now I kind of have it in there. Let's see if I bring the camera down a bit more. Whoops. You don't need to see me in. Let's bring that up. Let's put that up in there. How does that work? I don't know. I mean, let's see how I draw. Right? Okay. Let's pull this arm. And I'm just going to cross it in front of him now. That'll also have to hide me doing some muscles and stuff that I don't want to draw. I'm just going to keep it closed this time. So this would be his elbow, like right there. And we're going to put the gems right here. And this obviously gets some fur. I'll figure out the Thundercat symbol after. And let me just look at Lino again before I start, because I'm going to go to inks in a moment. Wings of silver, herbs of steel. Maybe I'll do Silverhawks next time. What was I looking up about? Oh, how his plates go. You know what I'm going to do? Whoops. It's not the picture I want. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it down these armband things here, not armbands, but the connectors down a little further because he does have a wide this actually attaches to right there. So he'll have this, he'll have something like that. Okay, this will come over here. He will have, kind of have that line there already. He doesn't have anything right here. He does have this, and it goes into the circle as well. So he has an inner circle there. He'll have his muscles coming in. All right. His head's too big, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's got a 6 head high. I think that's also part of the problem. I didn't really get his proportions. So I'm going to just make his head a little smaller. It's too bad, too, because I really enjoyed the way I did his hair on that one. Flare those nostrils a little more. Let's bring his hair like right here. Maybe I could kind of follow that same pattern. There we go. I like that curve line better. All right. Well, we got basically lino done. I am going to go down back to the other one because I don't like the way it is. Whoops. Is that the one I wanted or hold on? No, let's go back to the other one. There we go. So you can see it better now when I bring it into ink. I could adjust the camera here. There we go. So whoops. All right. All right. Let's see just really quick. Whoops. Did not want to do that. I'm just looking for. Okay, hold on. Let me get my paper towels. Let's get. Do I have my? Yes. I just want to clean one of my pens before I do anything. So, which was the pen I wanted to use? Where was it? I thought I had it with me. Did I put it back here? Okay, so I'm going to use this one here. What I'm going to do with this first. Oh my God, come on, just stay under. I'm going to clean it with a little rubbing alcohol. I don't know if you know this, but well, they say you shouldn't put rubbing alcohol on pen nibs, but it gets rid of any of the oils. And I haven't used this pen in a while, so I just kind of, what I do is I kind of put a little bit on a paper towel or something, and I just kind of give it a quick little thing. That's about it. I hold it for a minute, and then pull out my lighter, which I'm trying to figure out where that is right now too. Um, oh, here's one. I um I just got a few new lighters. I found them cheap at the Dollar Tree, and that should be enough time for the alcohol. And there we go. And just give it a quick little fire bath. And I want to get another piece of paper. What's this? I'll use this one here. It's not the best card for me to use, but it'll do. And I think for ink tonight, let's see. I'm going to use the Doc Martens Bombay Black. I did try last week or a couple of weeks ago, whatever it was. The was it Black Star, Doc Martens Black Star, and I really liked it a lot. The reason I'm not working with it is because I wanted to ink with a thicker pen than I normally do, and I can't fit this in the bottle, and I don't have anything clean for an inkwell at the moment. So let's just start over around here. So this should actually start. Not really holding ink well right now. Interesting. Just make sure. Okay. Just making sure you guys can see that, right? Yes. Okay. Come in. I should get an inkwell for this one as well. I really did like the Black Star ink a lot on the deleter paper, but this is basically the same ink. I feel this one is just a little more watery. I guess. Okay. Let's do all the other stuff later to this. Oops, no, I don't think. And if you're wondering, I purchased the deleter. It's a B4 page size, so it's kind of like it's almost 10 by 13. It's or 10 by 14. It's like 9.43. I don't have the exact numbers by like 10 point whatever. So this one doesn't seem to be holding ink as long as I'd like it to. Hmm. Hmm. Looks like it got a little. I may need to get a little water in a moment. Hmm. I'll come back to the sword because I'm not sure if I want to use a ruler or freehand it right now. Let me just get a little water. Give this. It feels like it's getting clogged a bit. Let me get my water. It's on the other table. I forgot to bring it over. Where is the? Oh, there's the paper towel. Okay. I think I might start bringing back my. Come on, can I get a little more? Okay. Um, my Monday night live draw. I used to do it, and I really enjoyed it. But then work got in the way, being tired after work. Um, and right now, although I had a busy day and a little hectic day, I find this really relaxes me. So I think I'm getting a little low on this ink in the sense I might need an inkwell for it. I'm finding myself having a little bit of issue right now. I'm not getting as much as I like when I dip. Uh, I think, to keep it cost friendly, I might just buy a very small glass bottle I can transfer this stuff into. Um, it's okay. And by the way, if you're in it's New City and enjoy Legos in New City, New York this Saturday, I'm supposed to be set up a at a show called Brickapalooza. Brickapalooza, it's a Lego show. I forget who's putting it on right now. Um, but I'm still waiting on my confirmation email on that. Uh, but yeah, if I'm there, I'm going to be doing original artwork. And wow, I really messed up that nose. I don't know if I'm going to fix it or not. It's not a very heroic nose, you know? But yeah, I'll be set up there. I'll be doing my cartoonatures, but this day it'll be how you would look as a Lego figure. Let's maybe get a tongue in there as well. If I don't like it, I'm going to paint it black anyway on the inside. So another tooth over there, maybe another one over here. And then we'll build the tongue in there. Oops. And then the following week, so that was this Saturday is Brickapalooza. The following week, on the 27th, I'll be at the Yonkers Comic Con. I'm not setting up, but I will be doing a panel. I believe it's their first panel. It starts at 1. And that should be fun. I'm looking forward. I'm going to be talking about how I got into comics. You know, I'll be talking about what, you know, about my path. What else is it going to be? Like any challenges I faced trying to get into the industry. You know, it's a really like educational panel, more for kids. Probably, you know, I'm assuming because it is a library show. It's going to be at the Yonkers Public Library. But I will have business cards with me and maybe, you know, walking around with some of my work that may or may not be for sale. time is it right now? Oh, it's already 9:45. How long have I been streaming? An hour. Wow. We'll see if I can finish this tonight or if I have to wait. I got to get up early tomorrow, so I don't want to be up too late. But I'll do what I can. I don't like leaving when I'm in the middle of a picture, you know. I'm gonna play around with some of these lines later. Let's bring does make them look a little better. It'll look really great when I finally get a chance to erase the lines, you know. I should really be singing the Thundercats theme song. Let me clean this. Ink is starting to dry out on it. This nib is not the way I want it to be right now. I think I might need to do another little alcohol swab on it. The ink's starting to dry on, and it's drying right around the edge as well here. So let me take it out, give it a little. Let me get another paper towel. Uh-oh, something fell. Let's see, where did I put the alcohol? Is it back here? That's not it. Oh, there it is. Okay. What I want to do here is I'm just cleaning the pen holder first. Trying to get as much off as I can. And I'm not too worried about the sides. It's what's inside. Oh, you're not even seeing. It's what's inside there. Is what I want to get cleaned. So for everybody watching, were you a Thundercats fan? Silverhawks, G.I. Joe, Transformers? What was your cartoon of the 80s? For me, it was all of them. I was a really huge G.I. Joe fan. I loved G.I. Joe as a kid. Transformers was big for me. I watched everything, and I was talking about this on my stream last week. It's interesting how you need to, people refer to things like anime now, but when we were kids, it was just called cartoons, that people think it's all a specific type of genre or whatever. I mentioned last week I really enjoyed, what was that show? Things like Star Blazers and Battle of the Planets and Voltron and all those, and even reruns of Gigantor and Speed Racer. Like I loved. Come on, sorry, my fan's blowing out the. There we go. we'll give it a moment. Um, so yeah, all those were cartoons to me, and now I have to define them a little differently. And but I always loved those cartoons. This feels dry. I really wish I had better proportions on this guy, but as is with most of my stuff, if someone's interested, this will be available for sale. I ship within the continental U.S. But this will be brought probably to, if I don't sell it before, to the Brickapalooza and be available for purchase there too. Maybe as the week goes on, since I'm getting ready for Brickapalooza, maybe I'll do another stream where I'm drawing Lego characters, or just make up, like He-Man as a Lego character. I know you got a bunch of in like Star Wars and Indiana Jones and Marvel characters and DC and even video games. I think I went too much on there. But I want it to feel like fur anyway, so. Hey Dylan, I'm doing good. Thanks for tuning in. Just drawing a little Lino from the Thundercats. One of my favorite cartoons as a kid. Let's bring it back over to here. Whoops. Yeah, I'm really feeling like I need to find an inkwell for my ink here. That's driving me a little nuts. Whoops. Is that I'm going to bring my cousins here Saturday. Oh, very nice. To what's that? To teach them how to animate. That is awesome, man. I did that with my nephew when he was a little kid. Damn it. Yeah, this pen is really bugging me with how much ink it's holding tonight. I do think I really need to get that ink well. I'm trying to get a little bit under that. There we go. I'm dipping way too much tonight. It's actually kind of interesting. I feel in some spots the ink is bleeding a little bit, which I really don't want, but because this is very similar ink to what I used on the stream the other day think it was a week or two ago. Um, what the heck was it called? I always forget the name, but it's the Black Star. It's the Doc Martens Black Star, and it's basically the same ink. I do feel it's a little more watery, this one, so maybe that's why it might feel like it's running a little bit. It is getting very hot in the studio now, so even if I don't finish, I feel like I'm going to stop soon. But yeah, I've been doing this for what, an hour and 17? I mean, I think I'll get the outline done at least. Let's see how I feel. Oops. Okay, let's do the Sword of Omens. Let's give him sight beyond sight. It's okay, just a little messy here. I could fix that up when I go in to fill in the large black areas. All right. I'm just going to make up a, kind of freehand a circle. Okay. Let's, okay. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean my pen right now. And I'm going to give this a few minutes just to dry. I'm going to erase all the extras and then fill in all the blacks I want. Remember that paper towel? Is that what fell before? No, it didn't. So where did I put my paper towel? It's okay. It's a paper towel. I can get another one. What's the time? 10:06. I will do as much as I can, like I said. Okay. Did I somehow prevent this pen from going back in to the handle? There it goes. Just okay. I'm just going to put this off to the side here. Let's I'm a little nervous to touch the sword. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase all the other parts. Where's the eraser I want to use? I need to when I stream here, I bring my computer up here, so I lose a lot of table space. Sometimes I think I should have done this digitally, but I really wanted to work traditionally tonight. This should be dry enough now. And thank you. How's it over here? I already started doing some shading. I probably shouldn't have until I was done with everything. So let's see if I can make everything kind of fit. All right. I'll do the line. I mean the cat symbol last. What do I got here? No, hold on. Brushes, where are you? I don't know, let's use this one here. Hold on. Okay. Oh crap, my hand got a little wet. Damn it. All right, well, this picture's ruined now. But we're going to continue and finish up what I can. Maybe I can fix it up. If anyone wants a ruined picture, it's still for sale. The one convention I wish I was actually doing, but I've never done anything to the level that um, I would I would need to be able to get into the show to sell is VoltCon. I believe it's in Indiana, or I think it's Indiana. Um, and it's a Voltron convention, like all giant robots and stuff. That's actually that looks a little better right there. All right, I think I'm gonna help the well, these crazy lines I did over here, and let's kind of add in some heavier shadows. I know nobody ever does that. He's a redhead. You don't need to have black in there, but also adds in my eyes a little something. Let's give it. Okay. If I bring this into the computer, I could take this and just make this red. All right. Let's bring some into here as well. So, yeah, like I said, I feel like I messed them up a little bit, so I'm trying to save them. Normally, I wouldn't put any black in his arm here or in his hair. But I think it'll help fix it up a little bit. And I'm going to go back to the pen now. Let's clean this brush. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me just get this brush taken care of here. All right, I'll definitely have to wash this better. All right, let's see, what do I got here? Let's try to add a little etching to this here. It's nice because I haven't drawn lino in forever, you know? I'm almost gonna call it a night soon. I am getting very, very. I wanted to go the other way. Hold on. I'm getting very hot now in the studio where it's like getting to the point I need to go soon. It's dark underneath. Hmm. Okay. Let's get a little bit of a shadow on there. Doing those little hatching that I did. Later, Dylan. Enjoy the movie. Um, the little hatching that I did, where I think I messed it up in some spots, but right here specifically, I don't think messed it up. But because of the way I hatched it, it reminds me of like a was it the Dragon Ball with the um, what the hell they called the Saiyans, military armor there, what Vegeta wears and stuff. Why? Oh, why? There we go. This is not going to be what I like, so let's just have fun and screw it up. Still available for sale. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I feel he looks more like Sabretooth cosplaying Lino. Come on, this ink. I need to go buy an ink. Well, every time I look for them, they are super expensive. Let's see. Can I fix? Should have put some color underneath the knee here. So yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna be messing this up just a little bit. I'm still trying to save it, but I don't think saving it's what's gonna happen tonight. Oh, sorry, you can't see what I'm doing right there. Just kind of adding a basic little heavier line for, kind of a shadow. Let's put a little bit over here. Come on. You want one freaking line, huh? Let's add a little heaviness here. Some hatching over here. Mhm. Come on. Yeah, I definitely need an ink well. I'm starting to dip this pen really deep, almost to the point where it can't take the what's it called? The pen anymore. Yeah, a little upset I messed this up, but hey, whatever. You know, it is what it is. It's a Thundercat, right? All right. This they both need the cat symbol. I'm gonna freehand that. Let me just look it up. Under cats symbol. There it is. Oh, hold on. I don't want to get ink on my phone. I actually really enjoy my what do you call it? My phone case. That's the symbol there. I'll throw that one over here too. I'll clean that up better later. I just don't want to re-clean my brush, so let's add a little shadow under here. Come on. Oh, so we got a little. Yeah, now I'm just scribbling. Let's give him a little background line here. Kind of. There he is on a bit of a cliff. Let's give him a little bit more land back there. Just throw some rocks down. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing here. Oh, put some on there. Oh well. That's what whiteout is for. Hey. Let's add some. Do a little bit over here too. Throw a couple of. There's be trees in the background here. Let's add another kind of level. All right, I guess I'm going to clean my brush because I like to do the next part with brushes. This is not my best lino. I sometimes think I should just stick to pencils like the Lord of the Rings art of book I showed earlier. But let's get... Okay. Whoops. I got to get the point back to where I want it. Okay. We'll go this way first. Let's just bring these in there. Let's connect that tree to this tree. So, I'm just going to add a thicker line down here. All right. add something in the background here. I just don't know what. Because I'm going to go with a little white out on the trees. You know what? What if I just painted the whole bit of the trees and left just some highlights in there? And then everything will be in shadow. Mm-hmm. All right, let me clean this and then I'll go back in with the pen and maybe do a little bit more. I know I keep saying I want to go back inside. It's getting hot in here, but I can't stop. Come on. We're going to just add in some grass. Some rocks, little pebbles. Can come in here. Kind of add to here. I think I'm getting very low on the ink here. Oh, you can't see anything. I'm working. I'm building up the background more. And let's just kind of let's sign it. So let's let me clean this pen a little bit, and then I will go over. I'll show the whole drawing because I think I'm going to stop here, even if I don't feel like I'm done, because I really just want to get out of the heat in here. Now, I don't like that I put black in his hair or black in his shield, but or the cat's claw, I believe it's called. I just I just didn't like the way it was coming out. So let's turn the cat. Whoops! You don't need to see all that. You need to see the drawing. There we go. So it's in there, and just to start, it's kind of everything. Can I go up a little higher? Let's see. Okay. So right there is the whole thing. Um, I do wish I didn't screw up in some areas, but I'd like to go in. I think I'm going to go in on the computer and trace this and clean up the areas that I really would prefer to look better, a little cleaner. I mean, honestly, I do think my work in pencil is always 1,000 times better. So, like, where's my pencil? Just quickly, I'll move this over, and you'll see that even if I was to draw him again or anybody, let's do Lionel. Let's go with this here. Different pose, obviously. He's got the sword there. He'll be coming running in this way. And he'll have the cat's claw on him. And then this leg you really wouldn't see much of. Uh, Actually, I think that would be more over on this side. Right. I already think that looks 1,000 times better. I should have picked that pose, huh? But so if that's out like this, let's bring this up higher, like so. That'll be his knee. You have that. You wouldn't see that. Let's pull out the cat's claw a little bit. And if that's up, like so, this leg will be even further back. So we may not even see it much. Nah, I don't like that perspective. I'm just going to leave it out for now. I don't remember. Was there a jewel on the thumb? I don't think so. So let's bring the camera. You've been looking at it from far away. Let's bring that camera down so you guys can see it. You know, even rough and sketchy. I just feel pencil is the medium I should constantly be drawing in. Oops, broke it again. And we have the hand like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thumb would be over here. This would be okay. Gotta make his hair a little bit bigger. He looks too much like a wily kid or cat there. So that's up. Let's bring this leg like it's coming down over here. Yeah, I still don't like that. That leg's still bothering me, but this is where I'm at so far. So if he's up like that, what if I, so this leg should be coming maybe down like this. I still don't like that perspective. Well, I mean, this is just a, let's bring his leg out over this way, right? Not bad, but not what I exactly want. So he's here. This would be his, so the leg would be coming out over here. Let's push it back a little bit more. Let's pull out. Yeah, you know, let's actually even put, what if I put a foot down over here? How does that? No, not at all. Let's keep that leg bent. Oh, God. Decisions, you know? Now, I'm not going to clean this drawing up today because, like I said, I really want to get out of here. But I already feel like this is a much better, this would be a much better piece, you know? I know he looks kind of short. The leg's supposed to be back, but yeah, this, I'm just having issues with this leg. To be honest, legs are my weakness in anatomy. Um, so what if I, you know, I'm just going to put it out the same, that. So, so that one's forward. This one, the thigh would be bent, right? And then the foot would be out around here. Does that look right? No. All right. One more time. This is it. I'm going to put the knee forward here. Okay. The knee will be right around here, which means when the leg bends, the calf here, and then the back of the foot would be, where the foot would be like that. That already makes it look better. And I guess I lied about the last time. Much better. So if the leg's coming out like this one needs to be even up higher, you know, with the knee like that, and then we'd see a little bit of the bend. All right, now I'm playing too much and I'm screwing it up. I am done. You guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching me draw a messed up lino tonight. Um, I do want to start bringing back my Monday night draws. Uh, and with them, what I want to do is, either work on, what's the word I'm looking for? I either want to work on my comic and have you guys watch me create my comic, or I'll work on a piece that I want to do for print, or just for fun like I did today. Um, I don't think, I said all my work is for sale. I don't think this one is tonight. I think this one is meant for the garbage. I think this one is meant to show people what not to do. You know what I haven't tried though while I'm here? I haven't tried how this takes marker. So if I was to come in, it's not too bad, right? It's not picking up the ink. But did it pick up any of it? I don't know. It doesn't look like it. Well, this ink, it does look like it's picking up a little bit of the ink. I'll clean this, but it does feel much. Yeah, that's pretty good there. Let's see. Just quickly, I'll do a quick coloring on here. Is this an orange? Yep. Mm-hmm. But this, by the way, this paper does not take what's the word I'm looking for? This paper doesn't take washes, so no liquids, no, nothing really heavy or wet. Should have been a lighter blue. Oh well. A good experiment tonight. All right, I got that. Oh, where did I put that red? Let's bring that red back. I don't know if this is the same red, but let's get a little bit of red in here, a little bit of red in here. And I need like a skin tone. Do I have a skin tone? What's this here? I guess it's let's see. What is this? No, that's a green. But You know what? Here, I got a Prismacolor eggshell. Okay. This will, yeah, see, this one really picks up the ink. Shouldn't use this at all. Plus, it's basically dead. Yep. Terrible drawing and coloring tonight. Let me see, can I just clean that off a little bit? Okay. Now it's done. I'll just, instead of moving the camera up, I got lino, colored. I didn't put any gray into the sword. That's okay. But yeah, don't use alcohol markers with the ink. It was a good experiment. I don't even know if you can use any markers, to be honest, but don't use the alcohol. So, I used the Bombay Black Doc Martens. It wasn't a bad ink. My preference of the Doc Marten inks is the Black Star matte. They do have I think it's called High Carb. I haven't used it yet, but basically it's the same thing from my understanding. And you can see there's a little bit of a gloss depending how you turn the work on there. So, take that in consideration. Yeah, anyway, enjoy your night. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to be back next Monday and the Monday after that and the Monday after that and the Monday after that, all doing artwork. And I'd like to start demoing my comic, like me drawing my comics. So I want to thank everyone for watching. I had a great time drawing, even though I'm not happy with the piece, but that's regularly me anyway. I hope you guys had fun, maybe learned a little something from my mistakes with ink and everything. But yeah, Wednesday I have Chris Hart coming on my Get in Tune, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about his new book. I got another great guest the following week, and yeah, I got some really fun people coming up for the next month or so on Get in Tune. Yeah, and catch me at Brickapalooza this weekend and next week on the 27th. Well, I want to say it's only on the 20th, Brickapalooza. It's a Saturday. It's in New City, New York. And the following weekend, that's Saturday, I'll be at the Yonkers Comic Con, which is at the Yonkers Public Library. And I'm not tabling there, but I will be talking on a panel. And it'll be a fun. So come along. Hope to see you all there. And don't forget to watch the show this week on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Facebook. And watch me talk to Chris Hart and talk about his new book. All right. I will see you all later. Have a great rest of your night or daytime whenever you're watching. I really appreciate it.